Welcome to the Timeless Voice, where history meets storytelling, and learning English becomes an unforgettable journey. Today, we are diving into the incredible story of Dubai, a city that rose from desert sands to global fame. As you listen, you'll not only explore Dubai's fascinating transformation, but also learn English naturally through real stories, rich vocabulary, and expressive narration. So, sit back, relax, and let your English grow, one powerful story at a time. The story of Dubai, a journey through time. Let's take a fascinating journey into the past. The story of Dubai, a city that rose from the sands to become one of the most iconic places in the world. The first known mention of Dubai, or Dubai as it was called then, comes from the 10th century. A famous geographer, Muhammad al-Idrisi, mapped the coastline of what is now the United Arab Emirates. Later, around 1580, an Italian jeweler named Gasparo Balbi wrote about Dubai's pearling industry. Pearls were a big part of life here, and they brought the region early recognition. Although the UAE, including Dubai, has always been quite traditional, it's considered one of the more open-minded countries in the Gulf. While it's still politically authoritarian, it's also a place where many cultures and beliefs are tolerated. Its relationship with neighboring Iran has sometimes been tense, mainly due to disagreements over territory in the Gulf. Interestingly, the UAE was one of only 3 countries that recognized the Taliban's rule in Afghanistan back in the day. Before oil was discovered in the 1950s, life here was simple, based on fishing and the now declining pearl trade. But everything changed in 1962 when the UAE began exporting oil. That's when the transformation truly began, from small desert settlements to the modern global hub we know today. Going back in time, 7000 BC to the 7th century, there's not much written about Dubai. Before the 1700s, but archaeological discoveries tell us that the area was inhabited even in 7000 BCE. During road construction in the 1990s, scientists found traces of ancient mangroves. By around 3000 BCE, the sea had moved away and the land became dry and sandy. That's when nomadic herders started using the land for grazing. By 2500 BCE, people had started growing date palms, the first sign of farming in the area. These early settlers even worshipped a god named Bajir. There are also signs they may have been linked to the mysterious Magan civilization, which was known for its copper trade. For the next couple of thousand years, the area remained quiet, likely because of its harsh climate and remote location. But later, it became part of the Achaemenid Empire and, later still, the Sasanian Empire. Then, in the 6th century, Dubai had a small caravan stop, a clue that people did pass through occasionally. 7th to 19th century, the arrival of Islam and the first records in the 7th century, Islam arrived in the region and it changed everything. Trade routes opened up, connecting Dubai to places like India, Pakistan, and even China. Fishing and pearl diving were key trades. The first known written mention of the area came in 95 from an author named al-Bakri, but it wasn't until 1799 that Dubai was officially mentioned as a town. And even before that, in 1590, the Venetian traveler Balbi listed Dubai as a place known for its fine pearls. The birth of modern Dubai, 1800 to 1912, in the early 1800s, the Al-Abu Falasa dynasty, part of the Bani Yas tribe, established control over Dubai. At the time, it was under Abu Dhabi's influence. But in 1833, everything changed. The Al Maktoum family, also from the same tribe, peacefully took over Dubai, led by Maktoum bin Budi. He became the founder of the ruling family that still leads Dubai today. Life wasn't easy, though. In 1841, a smallpox outbreak forced many residents to move east to Daira. In 1853, Dubai's rulers signed an agreement with the British to stop piracy, and that made the area known as the Trucial States. Then in 1894, a massive fire destroyed Deira, but Dubai quickly bounced back. That same year, foreign traders were offered full tax exemptions, a big move that attracted business from all around the Gulf. By 1903, major British shipping lines started stopping at Dubai's port, and many Persian merchants from Linga moved across the Gulf to settle in a district they named Bastakia. From pearls to politics, 1912 to 1944. In 1912, Sheikh Said bin Maktoum began his long rule. At first, things looked good. The pearl trade was thriving, but then the Great Depression hit in 1929, and artificial pearls from Japan hurt Dubai's economy. In 1929, Sheikh Said was briefly overthrown, but he regained power just 3 days later. During this period, Dubai's merchants stepped up, helping guide the city through tough times. They turned Dubai into a major re-export hub, where goods came in duty-free and were sent out again to other countries. But things were tough. Dubai faced poverty, especially in the 1930s, and people started demanding reform. A major rebellion happened in 1938, driven by frustrated merchants and young reformers. They set up a new government, but it didn't last long. By 1939, Sheikh Said, backed by desert tribes, and the British regained control. 1945 to 1966. Conflicts, oil, and ambition after World War II. Border disputes between Dubai and Abu Dhabi turned violent. The British stepped in, creating a buffer zone. It wasn't until 1979 that a final peace agreement was reached. In 1958, Sheikh Rashid bin Zayed Al Maktoum became ruler. He had a vision, and he was determined to make Dubai a global city. In 1963, he took a huge risk by dredging Dubai Creek so bigger ships could enter. The project was expensive, more than Dubai could afford at the time, but it worked. Soon, Dubai became a hub for the gold trade, and money began to flow. Sheikh Rashid used this momentum to start building infrastructure with help from the British. Under his leadership, Dubai started to shine. Dubai's modern transformation, 1966 present day, the year 1966 was a game-changer for Dubai. That's when oil was discovered, and everything began to shift. Up until then, Dubai was a small desert town with big dreams but limited resources. With oil came money, and with money came the chance to build something bigger. At the same time, Dubai and the newly independent country of Qatar created a new currency, the rial. This replaced the old Gulf rupee, which had lost its value. This financial step gave Dubai more control over its own economy and helped it move forward. Then came 1969, the first shipment of oil left Dubai's shores. That moment secured Dubai's future. It wasn't just a small Gulf town anymore. It had a voice, and that voice would soon shape the future of an entire region. By 1971, things were changing rapidly. Britain was pulling out of the Gulf, and Dubai joined forces with Abu Dhabi and 5 other emirates to form a new country, the United Arab Emirates. Dubai and Abu Dhabi made sure they had the power to help lead this new nation. In 1973, the UAE introduced a single currency, the dirham. Since then, Dubai and Abu Dhabi have remained the core decision-makers in the country. In fact, they are the only 2 emirates with veto power on important national matters. In 1979, Dubai launched the Jebel Ali Free Zone, a special business area where companies could operate freely, hire workers from anywhere, and send money out of the country without limits. This zone attracted international companies and became a key part of Dubai's economic success. After the death of Sheikh Rashid Al Maktoum, his son, Sheikh Maktoum, took the throne. But it was the Persian Gulf War in 1990 that really tested Dubai. As part of the UAE, Dubai supported the coalition forces, but the war shook the economy. Still, by the mid-1990s, Dubai bounced back, stronger than ever. Many foreign businesses moved there. Seeing it as a safe and growing hub, Dubai kept aligning itself with the Western world. During the 2003 Iraq War, it once again supported the coalition, providing military bases and logistical help. Meanwhile, oil prices were rising. This gave Dubai the money it needed to invest in its future. The city developed new free zones, areas like Dubai Internet City for tech businesses, Dubai Media City for global media companies, and Dubai Maritime City for shipping and trade. Dubai also became famous for its breathtaking projects. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. The Palm Islands, shaped like palm trees stretching out into the sea. And the World Islands, a group of man-made islands, shaped like a world map. In 2006, Sheikh Maktoum passed away, and his brother, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, officially became the ruler. Though he had already been leading behind the scenes for years, he is widely credited for transforming Dubai into a global powerhouse. But then came the Great Recession of the late 2000s. Dubai was hit hard. Its economy, which relied heavily on real estate, tourism, and oil, slowed down. Some building projects even came to a halt. To survive, Dubai introduced tax cuts and incentives to attract investors and keep the economy afloat. However, not everything has been smooth. Dubai has faced criticism for its strict laws, especially around personal behavior. Stories of people getting arrested for things like adultery or drinking alcohol shocked many in the Western world. In response, Dubai has started to loosen some of these laws to attract more foreign residents and investors. Looking ahead, even with the uncertainty around global oil supplies, Dubai is seen by many as the Hong Kong of the Middle East. People believe it can survive, even thrive, in a world without oil. Why? Because long before oil was discovered, Dubai was already a trading hub. And its trade connections with Iran and the rest of Asia give it a strong advantage. In the future, Dubai might need to focus more on its own people. That means creating more local jobs, using its resources wisely, and making sure the city grows in a way that protects its environment and its culture. By the end of 2029, the UAE's last oil reserves are expected to run out. But if the country uses its resources smartly and keeps investing in clean energy, it could still keep its economy strong well into the 21st century. Disputes and boundaries. Not all of Dubai's journey has been peaceful. Its rivalry with Abu Dhabi has been ongoing, but there's also been a long-standing dispute with Sharjah about their borders. Back in the 1950s, the British tried to sort this out. They drew lines on the map to define each emirate's territory, but not everyone agreed. Dubai's ruler refused to accept the British decision, and even after the UAE was formed, the dispute continued. Eventually, in 1976, both emirates signed an agreement under the UAE government to settle things. The Supreme Council later ruled that the British decisions were binding, officially setting the borders. So, from a quiet fishing village in the desert to a gleaming city of glass and steel, Dubai's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. It has faced wars, economic challenges, and even harsh criticism from the global stage. But each time, Dubai has shown resilience, vision, and a relentless drive to rise higher. The city that once relied on pearls and trade winds now reaches for the stars with futuristic architecture, global business zones, and smart city dreams. But at its heart, Dubai still holds the spirit of its ancestors, bold, proud, and deeply connected to its roots. As the world watches what comes next, whether it's a life beyond oil or a more inclusive society, one thing is certain: Dubai is not just building skyscrapers. It's building a legacy. And in the years to come, the world will continue to look to Dubai, not just as a city of the future, but as a symbol of what's possible when vision meets determination. And that brings us to the end of Dubai's extraordinary journey, from quiet fishing village to global icon. We hope this story not only inspired you, but also helped you learn English in a natural and meaningful way. through emotion, history, and storytelling. If you enjoyed this experience, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Timeless Voice, where every story helps you grow your language and your understanding of the world. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep dreaming.